Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Theendstep.com. This is James here from Adam vs. James. Today, I'm playing a blue-black control deck from Theros. I was playing this last standard season, about at the end of it, and I was thoroughly happy with it and enjoying myself. So I wanted to see if I can keep it going in this upcoming season. It looks very different. Losing Thing twice was quite a blow, actually. But let's just run through the cards. I'm playing 4 Omen Speakers. I've been relatively happy with this card. It helps me hit my land drops now that I don't have Think Twice. It's not it's not Augur, but it helps me hit land drops, whereas Augur usually just screws me out of land drops. Two Aethelings is my main finisher. I do have Mutavaults as well to try and either nickel and dime you for a while or pressure Planeswalkers, but Aetheling is really how I'm winning the game. Um, I did mess around with the Demir Keyrune idea, but I ended up not being happy with that, and I'll get to that in a second. I'm playing 4 Heroes Downfalls. Planeswalkers have always been bad for blue-black, mostly because they don't have much ways to pressure them. But Hero's Downfall helps that quite a bit, and it does kill any creature. So I started at 2, but then I found that Domri was like so much a problem. I went up to 3, and then eventually I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna play 4 until I'm unhappy with 4, and as of right now I'm not unhappy yet. 3 Doomblades. This number can go down. It's a little high, but it's very efficient. So there you go. 3 Foreign Ways. I'm very happy with this card right now. As long as you can hit your land drops, it's usually a blowout or huge tempo advantage. 3 main deck Thoughtseizes, pretty standard. Like the best reason to be playing black right now is Thoughtseize, and here we go, Thoughtseize. 2 Warp Physiques. I might be leaning off these a little bit because I don't have Think Twice to keep my hand at par size. So if I'm shooting off removal spells left and right and I draw a Physique, I may not be able to kill anything because my hand might be a little small. But they're in here right now and they're okay, but I'm debating cutting some. Once a Climb Crypt is a nice catch-all. I'm not really happy with it so far, but late game it's a pseudo board wipe and it helps me deal with Planeswalkers or troublesome permanents like enchantments until I can counter them on the way back down. I'm playing 1 Jace. I was at 2, but I find I only really needed 1 because I have so much removal to back him up that I can usually keep him alive and get a two -2 activations from him, and at that point he's paid for himself with gold. Playing card advantage in terms of 3 opportunities. I went up to 3 from 2 from last season because I don't really have much other card draw, and I'm playing 2 Inspirations, the 4-mana instant draw 2. I tried Read the Bones and I thought about Divination, but I have so many 3-drops in terms of Dissolve and Hero's Downfall and Syncopate that I can't tap out on 3, because if I tap out, they resolve like a Planeswalker or a creature or something, and it becomes problematic in the long run. Suddenly I'm tapping out every turn, and they're resolving all their threats every turn. So instead of tapping out on my 3-drop, I leave it open to be reactive with my removal spells and counterspells, and then have my option to play it on my 4-drop at instant speed when they don't do something for a turn. Another reason I partially cut some of the Jace is because I don't want to tap out for Jace, and rather Instep Inspiration to keep up my card advantage. It's been alright in early testing, but we'll see how it plays out today. I'm running 2 Dissolves, kind of like the new Dissipate or whatever. It's mostly the Counterspell is awesome, but I like it a lot for the Scry 1. Being able to get that value, I'm pretty happy with. 1 Essence Scatter. This might go up. I'm playing a lot of Counterspells in this deck. I could see making a Syncopate and Essence Scatter just because there's no more Cavernous Souls, and being able to counter lots of creatures is sweet. But at the same time, I have lots of creature removal, so Essence Scatter, while good, might not be necessary. And I'm on 3 Syncopates right now. This is mostly because I'm a reactive deck, and I'm not tapping out. If I was tapping out, I wouldn't play any Syncopates. But because I'm trying to play a reactive game and just respond to what you're doing, and trying to be and to have end of turn itis with my instants, I like to play Syncopates, so I always have access to my mana, and Syncopate's good there. Pretty basic lands, 26 lands. 4 Temples, 4 Water Graves, 1 Demir Guildgate because I need to hit double blue and double black. 3 Mutavaults, like I said, to pressure Planeswalkers or maybe nickel and dime you out of a game if it's going that route, and then just islands and swamps. So that's the main deck, and let's take a look at the rough sideboard. All right, so here we are with the sideboard, and this is my rough guesstimate of the early metagame. I'm playing Lifebane Zombies because I do think green-white and green-white variants will be pretty popular. Voice of Resurgence, Lockstone Smiter, yada yada yada. It does kind of go against my whole tapping out on 3 plan, but I don't mind if I'm gaining value in terms of stealing their creature. I take whatever they're going to play on their next turn, and then I time walk them. Pie the Needle, once again, for Planeswalkers or troublesome permanents, naming Underworld Connections, whatever enchants, or Chandra is apparently really good against me, Domri, maybe Aethelings in the mirror matches, although it's my own, so it's just versatile. I can see myself cutting it depending on how hard I fall on my hero's downfalls. One Crypt Incursion because I did play against some potential graveyard decks, and they were pretty brutal. Rescue from the Underworld is a real card, and this seems like the most efficient because they weren't as fast as they were in the past. They're a little slower, and I just get so much value out of this card if I hit it. 2 Ratchet Bombs, nice little catch-all. 2 Negates and a Swan Song for control matchups, or Underworld Connections decks, or decks that are relying heavily on gods, maybe Perforos. Swan Song over a null because Swan Song hits more targets, and I can bring it in against much more matchups. Again, I'm still kind of experimenting with Swan Song. Devour Fleshes in case I need to hit anything that's maybe hexproof or more stack outlets in general. Maybe something I can't target. Seems fine. Proficient removal against mono red too. And 2 more duresses for the sideboard, so I go up to 5 main deck hand disruption spells, and I think that's where I want to be. If I'm playing against blue-white or something, I have the advantage, I feel, because I'm playing black and I have options in terms of hand disruption. And then something like Sphinx's Revelation becomes much less of an issue because I've backed up full on counterspells, then I can just take it out of their hand. So that's where my rough sideboard is at. It feels like it could use a little more mono red hate, but we'll see how the main deck does in terms of that matchup another day. Well, thanks for watching.